So hey there guys, so welcome to another lookbook video. So I want to tell you guys about my makeup look for today. I finally got to see my boyfriend. I worked for the past 4 days, so I'm so glad I was off today. And then I'm off tomorrow and the day after, so that's nice. I'm only working Friday. So I prime my eyes with the Colourpop Party Proof Primer, and then I use the Clarins Lip Oil, and then I set my eyes with the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Powder. I don't know if I shared this actually in my last haul video. I'm going to have to double check because I'm going to post my Sephora sale haul soon. I didn't get too many things, but I actually did a video today testing out the products that I got, and I mostly loved everything, so I'm excited to tell you guys what I got and what I used today. So for my eyeshadow palette, I just went into the Snow White palette by Colourpop because I did say I wanted to use some Colourpop palettes this week. So I went into this shade Someday in the crease. Then I darkened up the crease more with Carried Away. And then I used In the Land on the outer corners. And then for the lid, I just went into the coppery tone shade, which is called My Prince. It looks so pretty. I don't know why I didn't use this on the brow bone, though. I think that this one's a little bit too peachy tone for me. So I just went into Brighter Days from Len Bunny on the brow bone. And then for my inner corners, I went into Ever After, which is like one of the good Super Shock shadows. But it's a good palette. And the look lasted like all day. So it looked really pretty. So, and then I'm going to use Colourpop tomorrow and the day after. And then I'll probably use something else. I just wanted to use a few Colourpop palettes this week because I hadn't used Colourpop in a while, and I just want to use them like a couple days in a row. And then I went into my Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Brown, and then I went into the Essence Lash Primer, of course, and then I used the Colourpop Act Natural Mascara on the top and bottom lashes, and then I primed my face with the Do It Spray and the Rare Beauty Illuminating Primer. And then for my tinted moisturizer today, I did go in, well, skin tint. I went into the new one that I got from the sale. And I've been wanting this for quite a while, like ever since Kathleen Lights mentioned this on her channel, like maybe a year back. I've been wanting to try this, so I finally just decided to pick it up so I could test it out for you guys in my video, and I loved this. This is so beautiful on the skin. It's in the shade Light 1. It looks stunning. She said that this was like her favorite tinted skin tint of all time besides the Cali Ray one. And I love the Cali Ray one. So I usually trust Kathleen when she recommends things. Honestly, she's really never steered me wrong. And she's like the only OG YouTuber that I still watch because she's like the only one that like didn't sell out. And I love her. So this is a really good foundation, and I'm just going to use it tomorrow too. It was just stunning on the skin. And then I also went into the new concealer that I got, which is the Kulfi Main Match Concealer, and oh my god, these two together looked absolutely stunning. This is going to be my new go-to combo. I don't think I'm going to be able to stop wearing this anytime that I'm wearing like an everyday look. This looks so beautiful. I think I'm going to use it. I'm definitely using it tomorrow, but I think I'm also going to use it on Thursday too. We'll see, or I might just wear concealer, but I really like this concealer. It's super creamy. It's in the shade Bad Batum, and I think Morgan Turner mentioned this concealer, and she said that she really liked it, so that's why I decided to pick up this one. And I made my list like a couple of weeks ago, but like these were the two main things I really did want to try before like a couple new blushes came out. But this is really good. I really like it. And then I set my under eyes with the House Labs powder, and then I set my face with the Colourpop Pretty Fresh powder. And then for my bronzer, I went into the Tower 28 cream bronzer just because I haven't used this in a while and it was really warm today. So this one always looks so beautiful, like, and I love using it when we have warmer days. So this is the shade Bronzino Sun Coast, and it's just beautiful on the skin. And then for my blush, I went into this guy, but it's a little small. Honestly, I can't believe how small this is, but I went into the Glossier Cloud Lip Paint in the shade, Cloud Cheek Color, Seamless Cheek Color in the shade Beam, if I could get the name right. It's pretty on the skin, but it's not like my absolute favorite, but it is very creamy. I think that I like the Urban Decay ones a little bit more. The Urban Decay one is really good, and I really like that one. I think it blends out better than this one. But I did use this over powder, so that might be why that I didn't love it. So I'm going to have to try it out again without powder before I set my face. But this went on really beautifully, but also I don't put powder on my cheekbones like where I highlight because it's better not to put powder there because your highlighter goes on better that way. I learned that from Nikki Tutorials, and then I never stopped doing that after that because she's like, don't set that area, even though I don't watch her anymore because she's been in like a bunch of controversy with James Charles. But I just remember that tip when I used to watch her. So I picked this up because of Morgan Turner specifically. She was raving about these. So this is the Dior Forever Glow Maximizer in the shade Gold. This is stunning. I don't know why I thought that this was going to be too gold on me. I thought it was going to be too yellow gold. It blends so beautifully. It's so cooling. And she was definitely 100% right about it not like interrupting anything or lifting anything when you put it on. It's so pretty. I might just go into this tomorrow too. I'm not sure yet, but this is a bougie product, but I was super intrigued, and I haven't tried a liquid highlighter in so long, and for some reason I just really wanted to get this, and it was really, really nice. So I'm very impressed with that. And then I set my face with the Colourpop Do It spray again, and then I set my brows with the Colourpop Brow Boss Gel. And then for my lips, I did go into a new lip tint that I got from Sephora. So this is the Tower 28 Lip Softy Tinted Lip Treatment in the shade Dulce de Leche. So I think this is the only other lip product that I got. I mean, I did get the Summer Fridays lip oil before the sale, but this was really nice. I really, really liked it. I'm not in love with the scent, but it looks really pretty on the lips. So I think I still love the Summer Fridays more, and I love this one. So I think like the Summer Fridays might be my favorites now, and the Mi Collet ones are amazing. But this is nice, but for a tint, it looks really pretty. And I think it's actually even more oily in consistency than the Summer Fridays. Like the Summer Fridays is a bit more tinted. It's not as light. Where is my Summer Fridays one? But I can understand why the Summer Fridays one is so popular. Also, you get like a ton more product. But let's compare the shades really quick. But I think that the Summer Fridays one has more pigmentation. So this is the Summer Fridays one. I forget which shade it is. I always forget the shade name. I think it's called Vanilla Beige. And then this is the Tower 28 one. Let's see how similar they are. Oh, wow. Those are really similar shades. But I do prefer like the scent of the Summer Fridays. And they're almost very similar in texture. But I can tell that the Summer Fridays has a bit more pigmentation to it. And I feel like with the Summer Fridays, I could just apply it now. And I love how it feels. Like, let's just... Like, I feel like I could just wear this. But for me, I'm such a lip snob, I feel like. And the only things that I can wear at night are, like, lip oil. Like, a clear lip oil. Or, like, something that's not scented. Or, like, a lip mask that's scented still, but I don't like lip balms or lip oils that are scented at night. I just don't like tasting them, but just swatching the Tower 28 one, it has a very strong scent to it, but I still like it. I think it's really nice, but just saying I understand why the Summer Fridays ones are so popular because they really are amazing. And then that's everything that I did for my makeup today as far as my makeup goes. And then as far as a reading update goes, I did finish Emily Henry's book Lovers last night. I still haven't found a 5-star this month. I've only read 4 books though. So But it was really cute. I gave it a 4.25 stars. I still really enjoyed it. And it really made me want to read all of Emily Henry's most popular books. I think I'm going to read Beach Read very soon because I did pick it up earlier this, well, actually not earlier this month, like the last week of last month, when I picked up Book Lovers and Beach Read. And now I feel like I really want to read Beach Read because I'm trying to work on my romance video. But I think, like, I don't know if I said this before, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read their most popular books and then talk about, like, which one is my favorite, which one is my least favorite. Like, Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, Beach Read by Emily Henry. I also just picked up Tessa Bailey's It Happened One Summer, like, literally 30 minutes ago, because I did go to Target. But I wanted to pick up People We Meet on Vacation, finally. That's why I went earlier tonight, but they didn't have it. Well, like, of course, like, when I want to pick up something, that's when they don't have it. So, but I thought it was really cute. I really liked it. I loved the male character in it. I loved Charlie. He's probably, like, one of my favorite male romance characters. He was just so cute. I loved it. But it was really cute. I really enjoyed her writing, and I understand why she's so popular. I think I said that before, but I really liked it. So I'm glad I finished it last night. So I finished it in 2 days. And then today, like I said, I was going to jump into the second book of The Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy, and this is Good Girl, Bad Blood. I'm on page 61, but I did have to go to my boyfriend's house earlier, so obviously, like I said, I really wanted to see him today, but I'm just going to read now as much as I can. I'm pretty tired though, but I'm going to try and read, obviously, like another 100 pages. Hopefully more. I'm going to try and get to 200 because, like, honestly, these books don't really take that long to read. Like, there's, like, a lot of interview parts. There's some blank pages. So, yeah, I don't think it's really going to take that long to get to page 200. But we'll see. Let's see what halfway is. I think halfway would be like not less than the book I just read. Honestly, it's probably gonna be like 200, like 190 something. Let's see, 397 divided by 2, 198. So yeah, we're just gonna try and get to 200. So yeah, that's it. Bye. Okay, so hey there, guys. I want to tell you guys about my makeup look for today. So I primed my eyes with the Colourpop Party Proof Primer, and then I used the Clarins Lip Oil, obviously, and then I set my eyes with the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Powder. And then for my eyeshadow palette, I wanted to go into the Limoncello palette by Colourpop because I told you guys I wanted to use it today. So now I've used 3 Colourpop palettes 3 days in a row. So I'm glad that I got some use out of some of my Colourpop palettes, and I just wanted to use some of them because I missed using the brand. I'm probably just going to use like I said, the Golden Hour palette tomorrow, and then I will use some other brands the rest of the weekend. I know I wanted to make it a full week of Colourpop, but I was like, as long as I use a couple of the palettes 4 days in a row, then I think I'll feel better. So I went in with Amalfi in the crease, then I darkened up the crease more with the Grotto, and then I used Vespa on the outer corners, and then for the lid, I went in with Serenade. And then for the brow bone, I went into Brighter Days from Blend Bunny, like I always do. And then for the inner corners, I just used the shade Fly Girl. And that's everything I used in the palette, and I thought it turned out really pretty. And then for the waterline, I went into this like metallic yellow liner, which I'm not like a huge fan of by Colourpop. And this one's the shade 2 Can Do It, but I just wanted to use it today. It just doesn't really show up that great, but whatever, I just wanted to use it. And then I went in with my Essence Lash Primer, and then I went in with the Wet n Wild Big Papa Mascara, and then I went into the Maybelline Lash Discovery. I'm actually getting a little hungry, so I would like to leave. Like, I'm pretty much going to leave right after this. And then for my face, like I said, I just used the same products as yesterday, the Do It Spray and the Rare Beauty Illuminating Primer, and then I said I was going to go back into the Beauty Blender. I was about to say Bluty, or like Blendy Blender. Bound Skin Tint in the shade Light 1, and then I went in with the Kulfi Concealer in the shade Bad Badum. And then I set my under eyes with the House Labs powder, and then I set my face with the Colourpop Pretty Fresh powder. And then for my bronzer, I just went into the my Colourpop matte bronzer in the shade Alviva Beach. And then for my blush, I wanted to go back into the Rare Beauty blush. Because like I said, I've only used this once. So this is the powder blush in the shade Joy. And it's just super pretty. So I just used that. And then for my highlight, I went into my Winnie the Pooh highlighter from Colourpop. This is the shade Silly Old Bear. It's so pretty. It's like such a pretty gold. And then I set my face with the Do It spray, and then I set my brows with the Colourpop Brow Boss Gel. And then for my lips, I went into the e.l.f. Sheer Slick Lip Balm thingy. What is this even called? Sheer Slick Stick, I guess, in the shade Golden Pear. It's just like one of my go-to favorites, so I just went into that. And that's everything I used for my makeup today. And then as far as a reading update goes, I got pretty far in Good Girl, Bad Blood, and now I'm up to page 273. So now I have like 120 pages left, so I'm just going to finish it tonight. So yeah, it's really good so far. I'm really surprised that I've just been finishing books in 2 days each. I mean, that's usually my rate anyway. So yeah, I've really been enjoying it. And then after I finish that, I'm, like I said, I think I said this yesterday, but I'm just going to finish the Inheritance games tomorrow. Because I'm already like 60% into it. And I have like a lot of stuff to do tomorrow that I need to take care of. Because it's like my one day that I can take care of shit and also like rest a little bit before like this weekend when I have like a bunch of plans. So I figured just to finish a book that I already am well into, that I'm just going to finish tomorrow. So, and then I will read As Good as Dead right after that. So then I will finish that Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy, and I'll feel good about that. And then I'll tell you guys my reading journey after that, because I'm not going to tell you all of it right now. So yeah, that's it. Bye. Okay, so hey there guys. I want to tell you guys about my makeup look for today. Today I'm just going to be running errands and getting my nails done, going to the Sephora store in my mall to pick up like a couple more things from the sale. I'm also finally going to redeem my free mascara, and then I need to go to Ulta to actually get a gift card for my one of my best friends on Saturday for her birthday that I mentioned to you guys that I was going with my other best friend to celebrate her birthday. And then I'm going to be home and just try and relax. I also have to film the whole video, do some laundry. So we have a few things to do today. So I prime my eyes with the Colourpop Party Proof Primer, and then I use the Clarins Lip Oil, and then I set my eyes with the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Powder. And then for my eyeshadow palette today, I said I was going to go back into the Golden Hour palette by Colourpop. So now I've used Colourpop for the past 4 days. I think I'm going to use some other brands after today. So I went in with Never Leaving in the crease, then I darkened up the crease more with Views, and then I just used Far Off on the outer corners, and then for the lid, I went into Summer Nights. I think I've used all the shimmers in here again, so yeah, now I don't have to do that anymore, so now I can use some other palettes, and then I went into All That on the brow bone. Sorry, there's a little bit of like stuff in there, but it's just the Aquaphor that I use on my eyes. Sometimes it gets into the shadows, so I just didn't wipe my eyes as much before as I did because I didn't have a tissue in here. And then I went in with Glimmer on the inner corners, and that's everything I used from the palette. I still love this palette. And then, of course, I just went into my Make Up Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Brown, and then I used the Essence Lash Primer. And then for my mascara, I went into the Milani Highly Rated Anti-Gravity Mascara. I haven't used it in a little while, so I decided to use it today. And then I just went into the Maybelline Lash Discovery on the bottom lashes. And then I primed my face with the Do It Spray and the Rare Beauty Illuminating Primer. And then for my tinted moisturizer and concealer, I just went back into my go-to combo right now, which is the Beauty Blender Bound Skin Tint and the Kulfi Concealer. This is the shade Light 1, and then this is the shade Bad Badum. I actually really do like this, so, and then I set my under eyes with the House Labs powder, and then I set my face with the Colourpop Pretty Fresh powder. Sorry, my boyfriend made me laugh, so I got distracted. And then for my bronzer, I went into the Milani bronzer in the shade Dolce. I love this bronzer. And then for my blush, I went into the House Labs blush again, because I wanted to use this one again because I am intending on filming my haul when I get home, so I wanted to use this one again in the shade Fire Moon. This is the Color Fuse blush. Really pretty. I might pick up the other shade. I'm not sure yet, but again, I just really wanted to limit myself with blushes. So I only picked up 3. And then for my highlight, I went into the Dior Maximizer again because I was like, I should use it again for my haul. So this is the Dior Forever Glow Maximizer in the shade Gold. I might have put on a little bit too much today, but at the same time, it still looks really pretty. So it looks so natural, but it gives you such a pretty glow. I like it more than the RMS Beauty one. I think this is really pretty. So I feel like it gives you more of a smoother application and it shows up better than the powder highlighter from RMS Beauty. So, and then I set my face with my Do It spray, and then I set my brows with the Colourpop Brow Boss Gel. And then for my lips, I just went into the Tower 28 Lift Softy Tinted Lip Treatment again in the shade Dulce de Leche. I actually really like this a lot. I might pick up another shade. I'm not sure yet, but also, again, do I need another shade? Hell no, but they just feel so nice on the lips. I'm not going to go crazy, though. I'm really not. But I do want to see if they have a couple things in store today that I want to get. So that is everything as far as my makeup look goes. And as far as a reading update goes, I did finish the second book in the Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy. And that was Good Girl, Bad Blood. I still really enjoyed it. It was still really good. Very intriguing series. And it just keeps you hooked until the end to find out what the hell happens. And I just was so excited, and I read like 100 pages last night. Like, I think I was on page 270, like I said, when I left to go to my boyfriend's house. And then I read like 70 pages before I got into bed. And then I just finished the book and read another 50 pages. It was very good, but I still gave that book a 4.5 stars. I still haven't found a 5-star read this month. But what's crazy is that for the first 3 months of the year, I have found 5-star books in the beginning of each month. Like, since January, all I read was Throne of Glass. The first, actually, Assassin's Blade was like 4.5 for me, but then like everything else was 5-star, like across the board. And then ACOTAR, the first 3 books were 5-star because that's what I read in the beginning of February. And then in March, I had 2 5-star books with Powerless and Once Upon a Broken Heart. So maybe it's because I'm not reading that much fantasy, but also like I have 5-star thrillers and 5-star romances. So I'm kind of surprised that nothing has been quite 5-star. But they're all good books. Like, they're all books that I've been enjoying. So it's kind of better sometimes to read just good books because you still want to find out what happens. You don't want to put it down. You just want to see how it ends. But nothing has gave me that exhilarating 5-star reading. 5-star feeling of like, oh my God, I freaking love this book yet. But hopefully soon. I am reading quite a lot of YA this month, because then I'm going to go into the Inheritance games once I finish this trilogy. But I kind of have a feeling... So, wait, let me just say that I did start the 3rd book in the Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy. I decided that I was just going to start this because I feel like I just need to know how this trilogy ends. Like, once I read the 2nd one, I'm like, I'm just dying to go into the 3rd one. It's still really good. I would highly recommend this if you want like an easy kind of murder mystery thriller that's not really like too sad, because honestly, like, these books are exciting. They don't give you like that same sinking kind of feeling that you get from some thrillers that are just really sad or you really are legit scared. These are more mild, but they're still fun and a good time to read, and I think she's a great writer, so I did really enjoy the 2nd one. So I just started this morning. I got up to page 51, so I've read the first 50 pages. I'm definitely going to read more tonight. But since, again, I have a lot of stuff to do today, I wasn't going to read again until probably like 10 or 11 o'clock tonight. We will see. But I'm going to go because I need to get out of the house. I need to go get my nails done. I need to go to Sephora and I need to go to Ulta. So yeah, but I have a feeling this might be my favorite one. I have that feeling. Like I thought I was going to feel that way about the second one, but the second one was just as good as the first one. I would give both of them a 4.5. I think I even gave the first one a 4.75. It was really, really good. Because I loved a little bit more, but also I loved a lot of things about the second book too. So I don't know, we'll see. But I have a feeling like everything is going to come together in this book and I'm so excited. So yeah, that's it. Bye. Hey, so hey there guys. I want to tell you guys about my makeup look for today. I have quite a story about my foundation, but we will get to that. So I primed my eyes with the Anastasia eye primer, and then I used the Clarins lip oil, and then I set my eyes with the Urban Decay pressed powder. I'm really tired. I did just get home from work, but I didn't really sleep last night. I don't know, I just couldn't fall asleep. My room was just so hot last night. And then of course, like I went to bed too late, but I need to get sleep tonight because like I said, I have my friend's birthday tomorrow. And I'm going over my friend's house earlier so we could play like Mario Party and Mario Kart and have some lunch. So anyway, for my eyeshadow palette today, I decided to go into the Christmas Eve palette by Odin's Eye. Originally, I was going to use the Hummingbird and the Giant Wolves together, but honestly, at that point, it was almost 12:30, and I was like, I just want to use one palette that has blues in it, and I did pull, like, all three palettes last night, but I ended up using this one, and I really like how the eye look turned out, and I'm like, you know, I'm actually glad that I was able to use this palette fully by itself because usually I use it with other shadows. And also I wanted to use blue because I did get my nails done yesterday and I got like this blue shade. So I went in with Softly in the crease. Then I darkened up the crease more with Nightfall, and then I used Christmas Eve on the outer corners, and then I used the multi-chrome on the lid. Gorgeous, and it's just so pretty. It's gorgeous. No pun intended. And then I just used Snow Light on the inner corners. And it just, Odin's eyeshadows always turn out so pretty. So I really like how it looks. I'm probably going to use the Hummingbird palette next week. I just ended up changing what I was going to wear initially because since I didn't sleep, I just put on like this comfy like drug rug is what people call them. I hate that name, but they're just so comfy and so easy to wear. So that's what I decided to wear. And then I went in with, I don't think I've worn this since I came back from California last June. That's how long it's been. So I was like, I kind of want to wear it again. And then I went into my Makeup by Mario liner in the shade Black. And then for my mascara, I went into the Essence Lash Primer. And then I went into my full-size Tarte Tartelette Tubing Mascara because I picked this up during the sale yesterday. I finally got my free full-size one. And then I went into the Maybelline Lash Discovery on the bottom lashes. And then I primed my face with the Do It Spray and the e.l.f. Liquid Putty Primer. And then for my foundation, there is a lot going around about this foundation, but I picked up the Urban Decay new Face Bond Foundation in the shade 01 Fair Cool. And honestly, it looks really good, actually, on my skin. Maybe not so much in my nose and, like, T-zone area right now. But when I go back, it looks really good on camera. But everybody is saying, like, that this is super dry. That it, like, it is self-setting. But it sets way too fast because it's, like, really hard to blend out. I didn't have that issue personally. And honestly, it felt really good on my skin for the first 5 to 6 hours. I didn't start feeling like my skin was dry or really was emphasizing any dryness on the skin until like the last like 2 hours of wear. Like my face didn't start feeling like this until like 7 o'clock, and now it feels dry. So I don't know. I might give this, I think I'm going to give this foundation another shot, but I don't think this is going to be a foundation that I'm going to wear like, you know, all day. Like I said, I wanted to test out this foundation today for work to see if I was going to wear it all weekend because I'm going to be out a while tomorrow from like 2 to like almost, I think, 11. I'm not sure what time we're going to get home. Like, me and my friend are probably going to leave the birthday by like 10 because we do have to be somewhere the next day. So I think 10 o'clock the latest is when we're going to leave. Or I'm going to tell him like we need to leave by 10 so we can get home. So I don't know about this. I think I'm just going to stick to my 2 Trusty Dusty foundations tomorrow. I'm going to use the Lancome and I'm going to use the Glossier because those are my longest lasting favorite long wear foundations. I don't think I'm going to wear this one. So I thought it was going to be like my new fave because I thought it was going to be a good like long wearing foundation, but I don't know. I'm going to have to test it out again and see if it feels this dry again, but I don't like writing off something right away. And also, Jeffree Star was the one that said it doesn't blend out and blah, blah, blah. And I understand, but like he also ruined Urban Decay's liquid lipstick launch. I don't know if you guys remember this. This was like almost 4-ish years ago or something like that. He like discredited their liquid lipsticks so much and kept on comparing them to his and saying that his are so much better that like nobody bought the liquid lipsticks and they went on sale like a month or 2 after they launched. Like he like I understand if you don't like it, but like he decided to test this out on his TikTok and he's like, "Oh my god, I can't even blend this out. It's already setting and my face feels so dry." It's like it's just so dramatic. I don't know, but it's like, it's just makeup and you have like millions of dollars. Like, why do you actually like really, like, I understand people look to him for reviews, okay? I can get that, but like, I don't know. Just like sometimes there's like a difference between being honest and just like flat out roasting a brand. And I don't really like that. So, but whatever. I'm just going to tell you guys my honest opinion. It's good, but I don't know if it's a new fave, but it doesn't look bad. Honestly, it looks like every other foundation that I wear at this point during the day, so. And then for my concealer, I went into the Urban Decay Stay Naked Quickie Concealer in the shade 10NN, and then I set my under eyes with the Pat McGrath Labs powder, then I set my face with the Urban Decay powder. This is how tired I am. And then for my bronzer, I went into the Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer in the shade Tantric because I actually haven't used this in a little while, so I wanted to use it today. And then for my blush, I guess you can still see it. I just went into the Rare Beauty blush again. This one is in the shade Joy. This is the newer luminous blush formula. And then for my highlight, it actually still looks pretty good. It looks a little chalky now, though, but it looks pretty. I went into the Fenty Beauty highlighter that I got from the sale. This is the shade Prosecco. Yeah, O2 Prosecco. And it looks pretty. I don't know if it's like $40 worth. Beautiful, though, because it's not cheap, but I don't know. I think it's pretty. Whatever. And then I set my face with the Milk Makeup Setting Spray, and then I set my brows with the e.l.f. Wow Brow. And then for my lips, I just went into the Colourpop Minuteman Lip Liner. And then for my lipstick, I actually really like this lipstick. It's probably my favorite thing that I tried today, which is interesting because I keep on forgetting about this brand. This is the Merit Signature Lip Color in the shade Antibes. I can never say this name. And it's so nice. It's so ridiculously lightweight and so comfortable on the lips. Honestly, it really reminds me of the formula of the Urban Decay Comfort Matte Vice lipsticks. But I think that these are even more matte in the finish. Those Comfort Mattes are matte, but they're not, I feel like they're not as matte as this one. And it's just so ridiculously lightweight. Like, it feels like a pillow. I might honestly want to pick up another one of these because I actually really, really like this formula. Oh my god, I can't. It just looks so good. I really, really like it. So I'm honestly really impressed with this. So I'm definitely going to be wearing this again very soon. So that's everything as far as my makeup goes. And then as far as a reading update goes, like I said, I started As Good as Dead, the third book in A Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy. And now I'm on page 270. And this is 455 pages. So I think I'm going to finish it tonight. Hopefully, honestly, I can't really put it down. It's really, really good, but things took a turn for the worst. Like right at the end at part 1, but it was so good. But I also think I was actually legit a little scared in this time because the last like 20 to 30 pages in part 1 are so suspenseful. And then part 2, things have just become things have turned completely 180 for Pip, and I understand what the second half of the book is going to be now, because in the first half they kind of figured out who it was that was behind everything. I was like, what are they going to do for the second part? Because usually that doesn't happen until like 300 pages into the first 2 books, and now I understand exactly how they're going to unravel the story. I mean, how Holly Jackson's going to do it. But so far, I think this one might be my favorite. But we're just going to see how it ends. I think I am going to finish it tonight, or I'm going to try. Or if not, I will at least finish it tomorrow morning. And then I'll just finish the Inheritance Games probably on Sunday night. But I am just going to go right into the Inheritance Games after this and then just finish that over the weekend. Because like I said, I'm like 200 pages into that book already. So yeah, but I'm really excited that I'm completing this trilogy. At least I completed one trilogy this month so far, or I'm going to. And I do think that it becomes a little bit more mature with each book that she writes. And it's just really good. I really am enjoying it. So yeah, that is it. Bye. Okay, so hey there guys. I want to tell you guys about my makeup look for today. It's pretty late. It's like 12:50 right now, but I wanted to do this really quickly because I actually have to get up early tomorrow, like 10 a.m. But my plans actually changed today because I didn't know that my friend's birthday was actually going to be canceled due to like personal reasons. So, they just said that she wasn't really feeling up to it. So me and my best friend just ended up hanging out anyway. And we did like a bunch of stuff that we wanted to do. Bought 2 books. We went to like this bookstore in another town. And then we went to a pastry shop there and got some pastries. And then we went to this burger place there. It was so good. And then we went to the mall that we usually go to in his area. And we hit up a few stores that we wanted to go to, like the usual stores that we like. And then we just went back to his place and played Mario. So it was actually really fun. But tomorrow I have the Chocolate Expo here and the escape room, which I'm so excited for. And sorry, my glasses are dirty as hell. And what else? We're gonna go to dinner after that, most likely. If we get hungry at the expo, we're just gonna eat there because they actually have really good food there. They have like a whole mess hall with food. Sorry, my glasses are like dirty as hell. I don't know why. So I primed my eyes with the Anastasia eye primer, and then I used the Clarins lip oil, and then I set my eyes with the Urban Decay pressed powder. And then as far as my eyeshadow palette goes, I love this eyeshadow palette, but for some reason, I don't know what happened with my eyeshadow today because it just completely came off my lid. I mean, granted, me and him were in like a really windy area when we went to the other town because it was like really windy today, and my eyes were tearing, but like literally it came off like my entire lid. The whole shimmer just came off. And then also like here in this crease area, completely gone. And I was like, I never have that experience with this, but it wasn't really blending as well as it usually does today, but also like I had cleaned my brushes last night, and sometimes eyeshadows, for some reason, like certain eyeshadow formulas just perform better when your brushes are dirty. I don't know why. It just like the brushes like aren't as stiff. I mean, it's not like these brushes aren't good blending brushes, but it was just so weird. Like every time I was blending, like for some reason, it was like coming off even when I was, blending it out. It was just weird because it's never happened with this before. But anyway, I'm talking about my Cosmic Brushes Muse palette. It was just bizarre. Like they were performing like so dryly today, but I really think it's because I cleaned my brushes. I don't really know. But I never have that problem with this. This was my favorite palette last year. So I was like, it was just really weird. But anyway, I went in with Petal in the crease. Then I darkened up the crease more with Filigree, and then I used Fig on the outer corners, and then I used Luster on the brow bone, on the lid, not the brow bone, oh my god. And then I used Muse on the inner corners, and then I took a little bit of Antique and put it like in the inner part of my lower lash line. And that's all I used today, but like my eyeshadow has like not creased that badly in quite a long time, where like at least the lid shade will be there, but honestly, like, I don't think I've had that experience since I used that Adept palette that I didn't like. So I don't know. It was just very bizarre. So anyway, then I went into the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in Aglow, which is this shade right here. And then I went into the Essence Lash Primer, and then I just went into the Tartelette Tubing Mascara again, and then I went into the Maybelline Lash Discovery on the bottom lashes, and then I primed my face with the Do It Spray and the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. And then for my foundation, I went into the Glossier Stretch Fluid Foundation because I know that I love this foundation for all day, and this is in the shade Very Light. And then for my concealer, I just went into the Tarte C concealer in the shade Porcelain 8S, and for some reason this creased a little bit on this side today. I don't know what the hell was going on with my makeup today. And then I went into sometimes we have a bad makeup day, but honestly, like, that's never happened to me with eyeshadow in like a long time. I don't even remember the last time that actually happened. And then I set my face with Urban Decay pressed powder, and then for my bronzer, I just went into my House Labs bronzer in the shade Light Level 1. I don't even know what I'm wearing tomorrow, so I gotta figure that out. And I gotta figure out my eyeshadow for tomorrow. And then for my blush, I went into the Hibiscus Haze by House Labs as well. And then for my highlight, I just went into, at least my face makeup turned out really good. It was just the eyeshadow that I was like, what the hell is going on? And my lippy, actually. My lippy didn't turn out that great. And then for my highlight, I went into the shade Philomena from the Blend Bunny Noctilucent palette, because y'all know how much I love this palette, so I just wanted to use it today. And I set my face with the Milk Makeup Setting Spray, and then I set my brows with the e.l.f. Wow Brows. Sorry, for some reason I'm a little out of breath right now. I just need to drink some more water. And then for my lips, gotta find the stupid lippy. I went into the Colourpop lip liner in the shade Brink. And then for my actual eyeshadow lippy, I went into the Colourpop Ultra Blotted Lip in the shade Still an Icon. So yeah, that's everything that I use as far as my eyeshadow goes. And as far as a reading update goes, I did finish As Good as Dead this afternoon. I didn't finish it last night because that was like 150 pages for me to read. And I was just really tired from not getting sleep the night before. So I read, I think, like 150 pages before that. Like I was on page 215, and then I think I got up to page almost 360 last night. Like I was on page 215 after the first day that I was reading it. So I figured I would just finish it this afternoon because I think I had like 90 pages left. So I read like 25 pages in the morning, and then I just finished the rest of it the afternoon. And honestly, I was very torn as to what I wanted to rate it because part one is so freaking good. Like, honestly, I was getting 5-star vibes from it for part one. And then part two kind of took a turn that I wasn't really expecting at all, which, like, I understand, like, with thrillers, like, it does that, but, like, it was kind of, like, completely done out of character for this character. Like, I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but it was so incredibly well done. It's just so incredibly written that it's like, she makes you go through so many emotions about the main character in this book that it's like, and I did shed some tears at the end. It was like pretty sad. But I feel like we didn't get like complete closure, but I honestly kind of like that she left it like that. So I ended up giving it a 5-star because it was just a great trilogy. Like, honestly, I know that was different, and I was struggling on whether or not I was just going to give this another 4 stars. But honestly, if a book can make me feel emotional like that, and I'm more so connected with this series and this book rather than The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager, that's why that one's rated higher for me as opposed to The House Across the Lake. So it was just so good, so well written. So I know I said I was going to do this fast, and then I'm just going to finish the Inheritance games tonight and tomorrow. I'm going to read some more now, and then I'm also going to just try and finish this tomorrow because, like I said, since I had a lot of plans this weekend, and also I'm just going to go straight into the series because I have been dying to read it. So, like I said, this is my series for this month. I mean, I did read the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy, but I only read the second and third book this month because I read the first book in March. Was it March or February? I can't remember. I think it was March. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Bye. Okay, so hey there guys. I want to tell you guys about my makeup look for today. It was actually a pretty long weekend. Like, I feel like we got a lot done. Did some fun stuff with friends. So finally got to see my 2 girlfriends that I haven't seen in a while with my best friend, of course. And we went to the Chocolate Expo, like I said. And I didn't know that they changed it to a different college campus here. It used to be at the Nassau Community College, but this year it's at Hofstra. I don't think we're gonna go next year though. Like, I actually hadn't been in quite a while, and this is like the 3rd time that I've went. I don't need to go every single year. Like, I'd rather go to like a Greek festival at some point because me and my other friend have been wanting to do that for a while. So we did that, and honestly, we were done with everything in like 2 hours. It didn't even take 2 hours because honestly, it wasn't really that big this year. Also, like, it used to be like 2 levels, and since it's at a different location this year, it actually changed like last year, but my friend didn't invite me last year, but I was like, I don't really care. Like, it's not like I really care to go anymore. So, I have some serious eye bags right now. I'm really tired. But I'm not really like dying. It's just that we did a lot today. Like, I actually did get a few hours of sleep last night and the night before. It's probably because I haven't been spending as much time in bed. And then we did the escape room, and it was so much fun. I loved it. I figured out a couple of things. I feel good if I figure out at least 1 or 2 things. So I think I figured out like 2 or 3. So that was good. I figured out the same amount of stuff the first time. This one was the hardest escape room though. It wasn't terribly difficult, but we did need quite a few hints. But in the harder escape room, you have unlimited hints, so it was really fun. And then after that, me and my friend really wanted to go to this restaurant called Texas Roadhouse because that's what we did last time when we did our first escape room. But My other friend just wanted to go back to my friend's house that's like near the escape room. Because that's why we go there. Because like we have to pick her up because she can't really drive long distances. And then we just decided to go back there and play games. And we ended up only playing Life. But we played Disney Life, which is actually really fun. And we just ordered Miller's. But I wanted to get like a cocktail at Texas Roadhouse because their drinks are really good. And then we left around like 8:30 because we were really tired from just doing stuff all weekend. But it was really fun. It was a really fun weekend. So I primed my eyes with the Anastasia eye primer, and then I used the Clarins lip oil, and then I set my eyes with the Urban Decay pressed powder. And then for my eyeshadow palette today, I decided to go into the Nomad Royal Europe palette because I know if I want a colorful makeup look to last all day, it's this, because these mattes last so long. They're so pigmented and have incredible lasting power. And these didn't fade off my lid like yesterday. That was still like so weird to me that happened. I have no idea why. So I just went down the blue row because I decided to do a blue look because since I have blue nails, I've been wanting to wear like more blue. So I went in with Palace of Versailles in the crease. I can't speak right now. And then Hall of Mirrors to define the crease. And then I just used Neptune Fountain on the outer corners. And then I used Bleu de France on the lid. And then I used Imperial Crown on the inner corners. And then, of course, I just used Brighter Days from Blend Bunny on the brow bone. But yeah, this lasted like all day. So I really had no problems with anything coming off my lip. Did I say problem? I don't even know how I said it. That was dumb, but whatever. I'm freaking tired. And then I just went into the Makeup by Mario liner in the shade Black. And then for my mascara, I just keep on using the Tarte one because I know that this is not going to transfer. It really doesn't transfer whatsoever. It lasts for hours. It's a little bit of a drier formula, but that's why it doesn't really transfer. This is the Tarte. Oh my god, Tarte Lid Tubing Mascara. And then I went into just the Maybelline Lash Discovery on the bottom lashes. And then I primed my face with the Do It Spray and the e.l.f. Liquid Putty Primer. And then for my foundation, I just went into my tried and true Lancome Teen Idol Ultra Wear Foundation in the shade 120N. And then for my concealer, I went into the same concealer as yesterday because I knew this would last. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I need to get into bed. This is the Tarte C Concealer in the shade Porcelain 8S Porcelain Sand. And then I set my under eyes with the Pat McGrath Labs powder. And then I set my face with the Urban Decay powder. And then for my bronzer, I just went into the same bronzer as yesterday because I didn't really have that much time to get ready this morning. This is the shade Light Level 1. And then for my blush, I just went back into the House Labs one again because these are phenomenal. These have phenomenal lasting power as well. So I just used the shade Fire and Moon again. I knew I was going to use this blush a ton. So that was the third time I've used it already. And then for my highlight, I wanted to go back into the Fenty one again. I don't know about this highlighter though. It's pretty, but I don't know if it's my absolute favorite, but I like it. So this is in the shade Prosecco. And then I set my face with the Milk Makeup Setting Spray. And then I set my brows with the Colourpop, with the e.l.f. Wow Brow. And then for my lips, I went into the Half Magic Lip Liner in the shade Ballerino. And then for my lips, it's in my bag. Oh my gosh. I didn't bring my Kindle with me today because I knew it would just weigh down my bag. And I knew if I wasn't really going to have any time to read anything. So it wasn't really a big deal. But if I wanted to read anything, I could just read it on the Kindle app. So on my phone. So for my lips, I went to the Patrick Ta, I don't even know what this is called, the liquid lipstick in She's Secure. And then, so that's as far as my makeup goes, and then as far as a reading update goes, like I said, I was going to finish the Inheritance Games. I think I got 100 pages in. I read like 40 pages yesterday, and then I read like 50-ish pages today because, like I said, I wasn't going to have that much time to read. But now I only have like 70 something pages left, so I think I'm like 72, so I think I'm just going to finish it now. That was the goal. So, and it's really good so far. I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, that's it. Bye. Okay, so hey there, guys. I want to tell you guys about my makeup look for today. I'm about to go to my boyfriend's house, finally spending some time with him, because usually on the weekends I do stuff with friends or I'm working, so really want to see him. So I primed my eyes with the Colourpop Party Proof Primer, and then I used the Clarins lip oil. I just ended up putting on another lip oil today because that's all I felt like wearing. It's really warm today, and honestly I didn't really feel like wearing lipstick. And then I set my eyes with the Colourpop Pretty Fresh powder. And then for my eyeshadow palette today, I went into the Colourpop in the Limelight palette because I just really wanted to use it, and this is probably going to be the only Colourpop palette I use this week. We'll see, but I've been trying to use some other brands, but also, of course, I try to go back into Colourpop whenever I can. And this is one of my favorite like spring summer palettes, and I just like wearing it with this shirt. This is like one of the first shirts I like to wear in the spring. So I went into Debut in the crease, then I darkened up the crease more with After Party, and then I used Layout on the outer corners, and then for the lid I went into Palms, and then for the lid, and then for the inner corners, I said outer corner before, duh, I went into Star Power on the inner corner. So that's what I used for my eyeshadow, and I love this palette. I've really liked this palette also. I saw that Colourpop just announced that they're coming out with a Beauty and the Beast collection, and I have been waiting so long for them to come out with the Beauty and Beast collection. I haven't really been interested in, I don't think I've bought anything from Colourpop since the Golden Hour palette. I think that's the only thing I've bought from Colourpop this year. And I bought 2 backups of my mascaras and the Pretty Fresh powder, of course, and the Brow Wash gel, but that's it. I really haven't purchased much. So that collection is definitely going to get me. Whatever the eyeshadow palette looks like, I'm getting it, because Beauty and the Beast is one of my all-time favorite Disney movies. So it's already a given that I'm going to be getting that palette, and I'm so excited because I was wondering when they were going to continue with the princess collections, because they came out with the Snow White one last year, and then they did the Alice in Wonderland collection, and then they haven't really done any classic like Disney collections for the rest of last year. So now they're finally coming out with Beauty and the Beast, and I'm so excited. So I hope they do Cinderella next, because everybody wants Cinderella too, because she's like the second Disney princess. So I thought that they were going to go in that order because they did Snow White first, but it is what it is. So I went into the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner on my waterline in the shade Aglow. And then I just used my Act Natural mascara on the top, and then the Maybelline Lash Discovery on the bottom lashes. And then I primed my face with the Do It Spray and the Rare Beauty Illuminating Primer. And then, of course, I went back into the Beauty Blender Bounce Skin Tint because I can't get enough of this. It's just so beautiful. I was going to use my Colourpop one today, but then I went back into this, and it literally like feels like the same coverage as the Pretty Fresh one. It's just so good. I love this so much. And then I went into the Kofi Concealer as well because I really love the two together. And this is the shade Bad Batum. And then I set my under eyes with the House Labs powder, and then I set my face with the Colourpop Pretty Fresh powder. And then for my bronzer, I went into the Colourpop Matte Bronzer in the shade Alviva Beach, of course. And then for my blush, I went into one of my favorite spring blushes, and I also haven't used this one in a hot second. So this is the Pressed Powder Blush in the shade Tearing Up My Heart by Colourpop. Also, I got that one just because it was named after Tearing Up My Heart. So, like NSYNC, don't love them anymore because of all the stuff that just came out about Justin. But I do like NSYNC as a whole, but not Justin. So, and then I set my face with the Do It Spray, and then I set my brows with the Colourpop Brow Wash Gel. And then for my lips, I just went into the lip oil from the Garden Variety collection as well. This is the Luxe Lip Oil in the shade Blossom Out. This is such a good one. It's so pretty. I don't wear it often enough, but the Colourpop lip oils are so good. So that's as far as my makeup goes. And then as far as a reading update goes, I did finish the Inheritance Games, the first book in the Inheritance Games series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes last night. Well, actually, I didn't finish it last night. I finished it this morning because I was intending on finishing it last night, but after I got home from everything that we did, the escape room was so much fun, by the way. I had such a great time. I think I said that last night, though, because I didn't say my makeup look until last night. But I finished the first book this morning because me and my mom and my brother and actually my dad doesn't really like watching TV too much with us. Like, he doesn't really watch any of our shows with us. Um, the Billy Joel concert was on last night. It was like his 100th show, and it was taped. And I'm a Long Island girly, born and raised in Long Island. Billy Joel is like our god, pretty much, and I love Billy Joel so much. I am such a fan. It's not just my mom that's a fan. She had us grow up on Billy Joel, but I never really listened to him obsessively and until like the past like couple of years, and I am in love. I just love Billy Joel so much. I mean, I've been a fan for so long, but I never like listened to the albums like all the way through until like the past couple of years, and it was amazing. I only got to read like 10 pages and I just read it on my Kindle, but I did finish the physical book today. So now I just jumped in right into the second one. So I just started The Hawthorne Legacy and I'm on page 37. I didn't get that far because I just want to see my boyfriend soon. I just wanted to start it. I will definitely read more when I get home tonight. I just, again, wanted to finish the first one. That was just the goal today. And I'm really liking it so far. It's just a fun, easy series to read. And it's just been really fun and entertaining. And the first book was really good. I gave it a 4.5. It was just really fun. I think they're all going to be 4.5s for me. It's probably none of them are going to be 5-star. But we'll see. We'll see about this one. I have a feeling maybe, but again, I don't think I'm going to be like die hard for this series, but I just think I'm just going to have a fun time, and that's all I care about reading books. So, and then after that, I'll just jump right into the third one because this is my series for this month and I've been putting it off. I think it's like a good thing when I read my series in the middle of months. So I think I'm going to do the same thing in May. I'll read a few standalones, like some romances and whatever. And then I'll go into the Red Queen series, which is going to be my series for May. But I've been enjoying like picking one series a month. I think that's a good strategy because then I can get most of my priority series that I want to read done. I'm probably going to need most of a month for Shatter Me. Shatter Me is probably going to be June's series, and I'm probably going to read that most of June. So trying to get to the books that I really want to read this month and then read like the priority books I want to read for May and then read Red Queen and then hopefully read the rest of the books that I want to read for May and then of course like read some standalones in June, and then we'll just jump right into the Shatter Me series. But I do want to get through my physical TBR as much as I can before I get the Shatter Me series, but I'm going to purchase that in May. So yeah, that's it. Bye.